Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tech Show with Daryoush. My name is Daryoush. Uh, my guests tonight are Kurt Roskopf and Babek. Uh, Tonight, we are going to talk about the firewalls and have also some interesting news about the security. I didn't want to talk about those news and Facebook, but news do not stop. Before going to talk about the firewalls and what they are and what to do with them and how to deal with them, there is an important news on the network. I saw in the India Times that 500 million Facebook users' phone numbers leaked and are on sale via Telegram bot. This is huge. 500 million numbers of the people have been stolen from the Facebook and is on the sale, not on the dark web, but on the Telegram. And if you don't want to uh, use I don't know why some people are still using Facebook with these number of insecurity. They don't care about, not only don't care about the security of the people, but also they force us to get access to private information on our phone books, our phones. Why? I don't know why Facebook wants to have, better to say, why WhatsApp wants to have access to the log of my phone calls. Why? Why do they want to have access to the private information on my phone, on your phone? And then we see they are on the sale on the Telegram and dark web and other places on the internet. Telegram is not the dark web. It's officially they are selling our phone numbers. Why? I don't know. Do you still trust Facebook and keep posting your private information and thinking that you are sharing it with your friends, or chat with someone thinking that this is a private chat? Sooner or later, worst things will happen to the people, Facebook users, and imagine what will happen to you. Another issue is that Italy Cert warns of a new credential stealing Android malware. This malware asks you to enable or install an accessibility app, and then when you install and activate this accessibility app, it steals credentials from your phone. If you don't know, accessibility functionality is the functionality that is widely used has been created for the disabled people, those who have color blindness or those who have visual issues. You can adapt behavior and display of your phone based on what you do and how you use it, and it helps you to use it. And this malware with this functionality steals information. Be careful about it until security companies provide a malware removal for that. And there has been 3 serious security vulnerability and zero-day zero-day vulnerability on the iOS products, iOS of the Apple, that Apple did not provide any details about what these vulnerabilities are, what they are doing, and how these vulnerabilities are being abused and are used by the hackers to what they do. One of them is related to one of these bug was found on the iOS kernel, and 2 other bugs in the WebKit browser engine. Apple fortunately has provided an update, a security update on Tuesday. Please, if you have an iPhone or iPad, please install the security update as soon as possible. In the previous sessions, we talked about the firewalls. What are firewalls? Firewalls are softwares that controls input and output and access to your computer, any kind of access from outside or from your computer to another computer. And this kind of access are called inbound and outbound connections. Windows has a firewall, but it is not practical, it is not working, it is not effective. And as a result, I recommend to use third-party firewalls. The best firewalls, as you can see, the best firewalls are Comodo Internet Security, Zone Alarm, Glasswire, Pure Block, TinyWall, and Firewall App Blocker. These are the top firewalls for the Windows that are available. They are free, they have free version and they have a paid version. I have used Comodo Internet Security and Zone Alarm. Both of them are quite good. But these firewalls, any firewall that you use, you must configure it. Without proper configuration, your computer, your device, your tool might still be vulnerable to outside threats. If you have a website, you need to have an antivirus and a firewall properly configured. Hackers may hack your website through your own computer, install their malware on your computer, and whenever you are connected to the internet and connect your website, they use your own connection in order to have access to your website. But if you have configured your firewall properly and you scanned your computer correctly, configured your antivirus software correctly, these threats are minimized and most of the times they are blocked. In proper configuration of firewalls, please consult with an expert, not someone who you think knows Windows, or he's a good boy, I know him, he can do that. No, this is something serious and you must consult with a serious expert. experts that they know what to do. They're experts that are familiar with the cybersecurity, and they will help you. If you have any issues, if you need help, we are available. You can contact us and we will help you. Some of these firewalls have additional interesting features and functionalities, like Commodore Internet Security Premium, that it has a secure shopping functionality. When you click on it, it opens your browser under a secure encapsulated environment that multiplies the protection of your connection to the website that you want to do online purchase. What is going on the website, on the e-commerce website that you want to use your credit card is your responsibility and their responsibility. No one can, they must protect their website from their security issues and vulnerabilities, but these tools will protect and encrypt your connections. And you can easily use your credit card information, any kind of information that is needed for your online purchase. But how far that website is secure, you must make sure before doing any purchase from that. And Babak has some points about the firewalls for the Mac computers. Those who have those who use Mac operating system, Mac computers, and we can provide interesting information about the firewalls that are available for the Mac. Babak?
Well, as everyone knows, as you mentioned before, so there are no secure operating system total secure. I don't think also it is possible. So many operating systems, they are doing their best to provide the security for their users. However, we have to consider all possibilities. There are also some firewalls and antiviruses also, and anti-malwares also for Mac available, which some are free, some premiums are not free, some are so much expensive, some are not that much expensive or cheap to purchase. But if people want a open source one, I can suggest Lulu, Lulu. It's complete open source firewall that can be downloaded from the internet, from the website. And Little Snitch is a very good firewall also, but it is premium and it's not free. It has also trial version, but after a period of time, you need to purchase it for a timely basis period of time. There are many others also, like Sophos, like Avast, like Kaspersky, and Avira. There are many packages, I can say, firewall and packages for Mac. I think people should be aware, and we are living in a world that we are purchasing stuff online. Our credit cards or debit cards or passwords are being used over the internet, and it's some kind of a risky. In some point, Apple has provided some good functions in this respect. For example, if you don't want to enter your Apple ID to purchase something online by your Apple Pay or credit card or debit card which is connected to your iPhone, you can easily sign in with a Apple made ID, which is something totally different from yours and is completely secure and is only one time, and you can do your purchases. But when we come to Mac, things are a little bit different. We need to use many softwares that can support us. There are some other applications that I can suggest, like AdGuard. AdGuard is a very powerful software for Mac, Linux, Windows. Well, for Linux, is specifically being used in the browser. But for Mac and Windows and iPhone and Android, this application is totally useful. I do suggest people, it's cheap, it's not that much expensive. It has also subscription, but again, it really useful. It blocks many harmful codes which are being imported to our phone by ads from browsers, from even Facebook or other applications. It completely scan and block many harmful, malicious stuff. So it would be totally, I think, wise that we not only protect our computer mainly, but it is also our information over the internet. Year after year, we are becoming more and more online. I don't think online jobs are going to die very soon. I think the world belongs to online work. So far, freelancers were working online, but it's been a year, which I think was a very good experience for people to work online. And I think it's going to continue, not because of the pandemic, but for many other reasons. So being protected both for ourselves and our family and our children is very important to be considered. Back to you, Daryoush.
Thank you. Kurt, do you have anything to add to these points?
Well, the whole conversation leads me to the cliche of an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And so, another cliche is, we can look at human behavior to be moved when the pain of change becomes less than the pain of staying the same. So I guess that's what this conversation levels to for me, is to look at, those watching and listening in, to look at, how people balance risk, because obviously we're all talking about it because, we have a certain level of experience of the risk and the pain and the consequences and the negative ramifications of not being protected and not taking these security measures and not taking a closer look at our firewalls and antivirus and things of this nature. So I think that's the opportunity we have on the educational front of this podcast and other ways we do it, is to help the community of people using the web, even though, we might think that we as people, plugging into the web might be further evolved than we are already. But obviously, as a community, we've missed this a little bit. There is a little disparity between what we seek as advanced users of the web to those who are using it in a remedial fashion, just saying, I just like that what I want, I get, and, keeping things quick and easy and keeping it simple. And so that crave and that appetite for not getting too into these technical details, that lack of motivation, I guess has its consequences for everybody. So it's like, to keep going on cliches, one bad apple spoils the bunch, that type of thing. So So this is an all hands on deck conversation. It's not something that's like for any person to evaluate its legitimacy or the level of importance. It's just how can we help those who are not understanding what we're sharing to come a little closer to it, that they themselves would go ahead and take action and do more in this aspect for their computer use as compared to what they did before we engaged this topic. So that's kind of where I'm coming at it, if that helps. What do you think, Daryoush?
Thank you. Yeah, you're right. The most important thing in the cybersecurity is making people be aware of the issues, of the vulnerabilities, and make them believe that whatever you have has a value. The information that you have are valuable. Your website is valuable. The domain that you pay for it every year is valuable. The hosting service that you are using is valuable, has a price, and you pay for it. No matter you are using a free CMS or you pay a programmer to do the coding and create a website for you, specifically for your need. You put information on it, even the most useless information you put on the internet, on your website, you have a space that can be used by the hackers. You have a mail server that they can use it to send spams and send illegal information, illegal data. One of the main reason that I started Osgood Security was that hackers hacked the website that my child was using, and they started to promote the language of hatred, which made me think, why the hell are these people using such kind of language for the children of 8 years old? Why our children must be familiar, must learn this kind of language at this age? They will come to the society, they will go to the society and learn so many things, but not now. We have to protect our children. They are our future. Why do they do this? And this was the reason that I started it. And then I see so many people lose their jobs, lose their business. Why? Because hackers, they steal their clients and sell it to online. Like what they are doing now. They write a few lines of code, take your phone numbers, all people, 500 million phone numbers they sell, they want put it on the sale to the web, to the Telegram, and soon they will be available in other places too. And as I said, I insist, please consult experts. I have seen people that has no knowledge about the cybersecurity and say, okay, when your website has a HTTPS, your website is secure. It is unhackable. This is a lie. HTTPS just creates a secure connection between your browser and the website. That's all. What HTTPS do is to sending and receiving information, files, web page, images, scripts, and everything is transferred encrypted. But what will happen on their website? It is your responsibility. It is the responsibility of the website owner. It looks like you put the door at the entrance of your building without a lock. You have to protect your apartment. You have to protect your home. Having an unconfigured firewall is like having a door without lock. Firewalls are very important, but the most important part is proper configuration, proper setup. Otherwise, having a firewall or not having it has no difference. Same for the antivirus programs. If you configure it incorrectly, so many viruses and malwares are skipped, or so many legitimate scripts are blocked, and your computer cannot do its normal job and makes so very slow, all because these are not configured properly. Talking about e-commerce gave me the idea of starting a new series of talks in my show about the marketing and sales. From all aspects, we will talk from next week. The coding part, how the coding part is important for the SEO, how to check your the performance of your website, how to fix these issues as much as possible. But in so many cases, you must be a programmer so that you can do that. But at least you will know what are the important things that must be done, so that you know what to ask from the experts that are doing the SEO for you. Part of it, or you will need a programmer or an expert who can do the coding part, make the changes for you. And the result of it will be a complete change on the performance of the website and a huge leap on the ranking of your website. Stay tuned. Thank you for joining us. And if you have any idea, if you have any opinion, if you have anything to talk and share, please contact us. I would be glad to contact you and invite you to join us on our next episode. And everyone hears your opinions and your talks. Feel free to send your comments and your questions to questions@aranet.tech. And I want to thank Marcus Hart that provides us this option and facility to prepare and broadcast this episode. Kurt, Babak, microphone is yours.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next episode, and I agree. Let's keep in touch. Hopefully, our audience will stay engaged, and looking forward to the future where this goes now in 2021. I agree. Let's be safe.
Yes. Be safe online and offline.
Thank you and have a good day. Have a good weekend, actually.